Hi, I'm Mark Acuto with Playbill.com. I'm here with Cynthia Nixon, who is starring in the roundabout revival of Tom Stoppard's The Real Thing, starring not Jeremy Irons, not starring Glenn Close, because they were in the original
30 years ago.
Cynthia Nixon 30 years ago. This time she's going to be with Maggie Gyllenhaal and Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
But they will not be playing the roles played by Jeremy Irons. Maggie Gyllenhaal will not be playing Jeremy Irons' role.
She will be playing Glenn Close's role.
And you, this time around...
will be playing Christine Baranski's role.
Right. But that's a different role than the one you played 30 years ago in this very theater, the Barrymore Theater.
No, not in this theater.
Not in this theater. Scratch that.
The Schoenfeld, which at the time was the Plymouth.
Right.
But I was doing another play at the same time as The Real Thing, which was Hurlyburly, which was in this theater, the Ethel Barrymore.
Which is why we're standing in the Ethel Barrymore right now. Because you would start in Hurlyburly, and you made Broadway history. Would you like to tell the people how?
I performed in 2 plays on Broadway at the same time. I was in the first act of Hurlyburly at this theater, the second act of The Real Thing at the Plymouth/Schoenfeld, and the third act of Hurlyburly again in this theater.
So how did that work, Cynthia Nixon?
So I would come in, I would get ready, I would go on stage in the first act of Hurlyburly, and then I would change my clothes into my street clothes, and I would come out this way through the stage door entrance, and I would walk 2 blocks downtown to the Plymouth.
Now, there's lots of famous people in that production of Hurlyburly.
Yes, William Hurt, Christopher Walken, Sigourney Weaver, Jerry Stiller, Judith Ivey.
So you're just like, goodbye, famous people.
Goodbye, famous people.
I'm going to go see some other famous
people now. I'm going to go see some English. We're going to all pretend to be English. We're American in this theater. We're English in the other theater.
And you're an American innocent here.
American innocent, yes.
In Los Angeles, and then you're going to walk 2 blocks and become British.
A British sophisticate, yes.
So why don't we try doing that now and retrace your steps?
No, we're not going to have to pretend to be British, though, are we?
No, you do not have to pretend to be British, because this is a non-union gig that we're doing
Okay,
here.
that's good.
Right. All right, shall we?
Okay, let's go. All right, here we go.
Wait, are you going to jaywalk?
Yes, I'm a New Yorker. I'm
Really?
a Broadway actor. I'm going to jaywalk.
Mother of children and a role model.
Even though I teach them to jaywalk proudly. Oh, you see it. Look, the taxi
and they
is waiting.
wait because of New York?
No, maybe not. Oh, because they wait because they're pulling up to the Edison.
Go for it.
There we
Go
go.
for it.
All right, here we go.
Go.
So Broadway actors try not to use the avenues. We try and just go between buildings as much as possible. So I would walk through the famous Hotel Edison in the heart of Times Square. Revolving door. Whee! Here we go.
Okay, you're 18 years old. You have a production assistant. That would be me.
John
right now.
Swanbeck. You are John Swanbeck.
I'm John Swanbeck. You're Cynthia Nixon.
Yes.
Right.
Here we are on 46th Street. At this point, I would walk down here, walk through a parking lot. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that anymore, but we'll find out in just a minute. Here we go, jaywalking. Walking past the Imperial. You can still walk through. Just like this.
And what was your time limit to get from one place to the other?
There was no rush.
Oh.
There
so
was no rush.
leisurely stroll.
Everything was comfortable.
More jaywalking.
Here we are on 45th Street.
This is the Schoenfeld,
Schoenfeld.
which was not the Schoenfeld.
Formerly the Plymouth.
Right. And
This
this is where you would come to do The Real Thing
The
30 years
second
ago.
act, yes, 30
The
years
second
ago,
act.
yes.
And now you would become British as you walk through
And I
this
would
door.
become British, which I won't do right now.
No, but you will have to
I will
at the
have
American
to
Airlines
come the
Theater
fall.
in
Yes,
the
I will.
roundabout revival of The Real Thing, written by Tom Stoppard and starring Ewan McGregor and Maggie Gyllenhaal and Cynthia Nixon. But this door was the same. It was golden,
Yeah, golden
at the time.
golden stage entrance,
Right.
yes.
And then you would do your Debbie thing,
I would do my Debbie thing.
and then you would leave again and
Yeah, I would
retrace your
change
steps.
back into my street clothes and go back to the Barrymore.
And then what would happen when you went back to the Barrymore?
I would put on a lot of makeup for the third act, hooker makeup, and my character was a hooker by that point, and I would go on stage for the very last scene, William Hurt and I, and then we would take a curtain call, and then I would change into my street clothes and go back to my college dorm.
So now we'll go inside and...
Now we'll go inside.
Even though you're not actually performing in this
Yeah.
theater, but it's a good way to end the video.
It is. It's a good way. So I'll go inside and
We'll say goodbye.
I'll say goodbye because I've got to go do the second act of The Real Thing now. Bye bye.